Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. I am so proud of myself. This is my second video today. I thought I'm just setting myself up for failure, but I got everything done. Kids are asleep, in bed, ready for school tomorrow. Here I am filming my second video and it'll be up at 10:30, so I am so proud of myself. But how the hell does Katie Joy do it? 4 videos a day. 4. Let's get straight into it. Please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Let's just have a little bit of a laugh, because at this point, Katie Joy is just an idiot. Has always been an idiot in my opinion, but now it's to the point she's just a joke. You know, you get some people that are overconfident. Just overconfident. They think they know it all. They're so well educated, and I think that's just the person that Katie thinks she is. She thinks that she's trying to fool, as she calls people like me trolls. I'm just a hater. First of all, Katie Joy, you can rest assured, there's not one part of you as a person that I will ever be jealous of. I am so comfortable in my life. I am proud of who I am. I can sleep at night, and I am just absolutely grateful and blessed. Let's just get that straight. So you can actually cross me off your trolls list and your hater list, because at the end of the day, I think that's all you got to go off of when you talk about people like me that report on your bullshit. So Katie Joy today got back to her Duggar content, and she puts this picture of John David and says, "Stop playing God." John David Duggar is alerting people that they are dispatching to Ukraine. Dispatching to Ukraine, as you can see, in quotations. He and his medical team are going to assist with medical care. Facts: the US Embassy has declared a travel advisory not to travel to the Ukraine due to armed conflict. All US citizens remaining in Ukraine are advised to leave. Also, unvaccinated people are required to quarantine for 7 days upon entrance to Ukraine. Okay? Ukraine International Airlines suspended all flights into and out of Ukraine until March 23rd. Medicor is running another scam. Beware. No proof. Okay. Then she posts again. Just a reminder that John David Duggar paraded around the Bahamas after the hurricane. He wore a badge and carried a Glock. None of these are allowed in foreign countries. If you're not an approved law enforcement agent, they pose as law enforcement, stole fuel and then sold that fuel while asking for people to donate to them to pay for their fuel. Yes, I Katie Joy, because I don't see the receipts of that. That's a huge accusation to make. Huge. And you got no receipts? Okay. None of these men have medical training beyond EMT licenses. I would definitely say that is absolutely amazing that he is an EMT and is willing to go to Ukraine, or I don't know if he's got physically going to Ukraine itself. But anyway, but that is fantastic that they'll have some sort of medical assistance available, okay? They have no military or combat training. They only care to go to these places for the photo op, donations, and to recruit people into their cars. Okay, Jan. Let me be very clear. I am no Duggar lover. Okay, let's be clear about that. And I'm definitely not a Duggar hugger. I have my opinions about them, but when it comes to Katie Joy, she needs to get her facts straight. Okay. To me, first of all, this is Katie Joy's definition or meaning of dispatch.
And is it really appropriate to say you're dispatching to Ukraine? Dispatching is when you get a call from 911 and someone has an emergency. Dispatching implies that you are taking your ambulance and your helicopter or whatever it is, and you're going to rescue someone who's ill and take them to the hospital or go to an emergency.
Now, can you see why I say Katie Joy as a joke? A joke. This is the definition of dispatch. Remember, Katie Joy, you were the one. Google is your friend, right? So all you have to do is Google. So, dispatch. Send off to a destination or for a purpose. Number 2, deal with a task, problem, or opponent quickly and efficiently. But in Katie Joy's mind, she's got 911 dispatcher. Why? And this is a person that claims to be a part of Mensa. And you've got all these people, her cult members, her cult followers, just absorbing everything and no critical thinking. And to those people I say, that's what you all chose to be affiliated with. Katie Joy. You all chose to hold on to her every word. A person that doesn't even know or did not even know that you can get a UTI from having sex. That was the funniest thing ever. Trying to make John David or whoever wrote that on their page seem ignorant as fuck. Now we know who is ignorant as fuck. You are, Katie. There's so many times that you actually, in your world, try to correct people. In my opinion, it seems as though Katie Joy has a problem with people trying to help people in Ukraine or help Ukraine as a country. Because this is the time, because remember, Katie Joy said, that's what drew her to the Gospels. When Jesus went to all the brothels and wanted to wash the prostitutes' feet, you know, she saw everybody getting together, rallying together. Don't quote me, but she said something to that effect. Now that all these people are rallying, the Duggars are putting a team together to go help the Ukrainians. Fantastic. Fantastic. If they fuck up along the way, call them out for their bullshit. Secondly, she made this Instagram live about Slavic or Vic, one of the 7M dancers. And in her live, and this is where I call out the bullshit, she said one of her subscribers or one of her followers asked her if that crowdsource was legitimate. So she went and she did her digging.
The stuff with the crowdfunding. So I got a ton of messages about this thing that was brought up by Vic Slavic for the Ukraine. So simply being asked to look into the crowdfunding source, all I did was looked at the crowdfunding source. Is this a legitimate source? What are the potential risks for anyone that donates? And you can donate with whatever you want to do. So when I was looking at this specific search, all I found was just what was recent. And what was recent was that the person that runs this crowdfunding site was interviewed by Parliament in Canada last week, and he said that he would allow the KKK to fundraise on his site if it was legal. And the KKK is designated as a terrorist organization. So when you have an organization and a crowdfunding source saying, yeah, we would totally allow them to raise money, that can be problematic. That doesn't mean that what he's doing is wrong. It just means that that site's going to end up being very susceptible to being hacked and a target of people that don't like hate groups. And they were hacked in February, and 92,000 people's data, their passports, their photographs, their IP addresses, their exact locations were leaked. Credit card information, and it was because they were targeted specifically around this platform allowing hate groups and terrorist groups to fundraise. So I'm not implying that he's not going to get the money to his father, simply that this is the problem with this platform. You can donate to whoever you want. There's a lot of platforms out there, but there's also a lot of NGOs that work specifically in war-torn countries and countries that are dealing with conflict. And so sometimes looking at the organizations that actually have on-the-ground services can be a better way to make sure that the money gets there. There's lots of different reputable organizations you can donate to directly to help people in the Ukraine if you feel like you want to help, but you don't want to specifically give money to them. Ultimately, anyone that chooses to donate to these people, the risk goes to the people that donate. That's it. Like, you can't police how people choose to donate. And I wasn't trying to say that you shouldn't donate. You should do whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your choice how you spend your money, and I'm not going to police it. And if something illegal happens, me saying don't do that doesn't do anything, because what if it's legitimate? I don't want to stop it. What if he legitimately is going to send that money to his dad? What if he's legitimately going to help the people in his dad's community? Then I would be preventing those people from getting that money. So you don't want to like prevent actual help if possible. Okay? If you don't agree with it, then just don't donate.
First of all, I would like to say this, okay? I do not believe, and I will lay my head on a block, that by her saying somebody asked about this crowdsource. No. Katie Joy, at this point, is stalking these dancers' Instagrams, in my opinion. She is stalking their pages to see what they're doing, who's tagging who. Same thing she used to do with the Duggars all the time. That passive-aggressive tone or attitude just rubbed me the wrong way. Because in my opinion, what a normal, decent, ethical person would have done was said to that person, if you giving or donating from the goodness of your heart, if they don't receive those funds, it's on them, but you did your best. But no, as you heard, she had to be passive-aggressive. Listen to Vic's Instagram post.
My mission has always been to just make people happy and bring joy to them through my art and be a light to somebody going through a dark time. And somehow millions of people decided to follow me and support me daily. But now that I have this big platform, I want to use this to not just put a smile on somebody's face, but to protect my brothers and sisters in Ukraine from incoming bullets and missiles. So I just started a fundraiser, the purpose of which is to supply Ukrainians who are fighting alongside the military to protect their country. I've been keeping in touch with my dad every single day, who's out there fighting this with a loaded gun, boots on the ground. He's a father of 4, a mayor of a city, and he is a proud patriot of Ukraine. Territorial defenses and volunteers are very short on supplies, and they need all the help they can get, which is the point of this fundraiser. All the money made from this will be going to purchasing first aid kits, body armor, helmets, communication devices, gas, and many other such equipment that's going to help in the war effort.
And this is what he said underneath his post. It's Slavic. Partnering up on this fund with my father, someone who is in the middle of this war, experiencing this firsthand, a leader and a fighter. Someone I can trust. All of the money raised will go to equipping Ukrainian fighters with all the necessities like aid kits, body armor, and such. That's why I'm using Give, Send, Go. And this website allows me to give 100% of all your donations without any fees. You guys have supported me on my journey so far throughout my career, and now I want to use this platform to do something that actually counts and will make a difference. Let's see how much we can help. Every donation counts. I use an example of how $1 can make all the difference. The website allows a minimum of 5, but you get the picture. Everything will help. Hashtag help Ukraine. Hashtag no war in Ukraine. Now, when she said if he does, that just rubbed me the wrong way, you guys. It truly rubbed me the wrong way. Can't Katie Joy just put aside her hatred? Can she not just put aside the jealousy she has within her? Can she not just put herself aside of how much dollars she may lose if she goes on the right side of things? Put that aside for a second. Because this that's going on is so hurtful. It's so hard to watch, but you know, we gotta watch so we can know what is going on. You guys can see, I'm sure you've watched TV, you've read it in the newspaper, you've seen people are leaving their homes in the Ukraine with just the clothes on their back. If you haven't seen that 11-year-old boy, why am I starting to get so emotional? When you saw that 11-year-old boy that made the journey from Ukraine to Poland by himself, when you see those kids that were forced to leave Ukraine, the cancer patient kids. These people are leaving a place that they only know, or that they only knew through Ukraine all their lives. Did you see the bus of orphans? KJ is holding back this young man from helping his dad, that's risking his life to save his own country, while she sits on her high chair recliner and victim blames, while she judges these victims, while she sits and brags about how much fucking money she got in the bank. You people, her cult followers, her cult members, that take up for her, and especially to the Wilkins family. Ask Tati Westbrook the pain KJ caused her, the grief. Ask Steve McRae how she falsely accused him. Find out, watch these videos of all these people that KJ has hurt and that KJ tried to silence through the court system. That these people had to go out of their way during a pandemic when people were having things so hard and retain lawyers from this woman. Ask LB what she went through with KJ. Ask Janelle Eason what she went through. Ask Todd Chrisley. This woman is awful. Ask Nick Snyder. Ask Keemstar. And the list can go on and on and on. Emily D. Baker, a reputable woman, a reputable attorney. And this woman has the fucking audacity to put doubt in people's minds to help. This is a woman, and I've said this repeatedly, that joked about selling her son on the black market, that allowed her son to be locked in a room for 10 fucking hours, that said her son is capable of murder because of his disability. Those people in Ukraine, they're going through such a hard time. Those kids, those little kids with those thick jackets. You guys, I know, okay? I know that we gotta be careful who we give money to or whatever. I take that risk all the time because I know I'm giving from a good heart. I'm giving with intentions of helping somebody. What other people do is on them. If you want to, don't ask anybody. Do it yourself. If you feel comfortable, do it. I went and I looked at this website. It seems legitimate to me. Imagine what this young man is going through. His dad is fighting for his country. KJ, you're a piece of shit. Find your heart. And I pray every day, your son is on my prayer list, that he never gets affected by your bad behavior. You guys, I gotta go. I've worked myself up. Thank you so much for watching back. And to the Wilkins family, please protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Because if this woman is saying that she's changed, and she's actually has changed, time will tell. It doesn't happen overnight. And what we as KJ watchers do, this is her normal cycle. This is her normal pattern. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you soon. Please be kind to one another. Please be safe out there and make good memories. Bye, guys.